And to your right, Andy Ruiz, you know very, very well, caused you a big, big issue a few years ago, one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight boxing history. But how good is it to see Andy Ruiz and all the other guys, but Andy Ruiz in particular on this card, considering he's been out of the ring for 2 years?
Yeah, thanks for the memories, Andy, with that one. But I think the first press conference was fine for an undercard. Like if I was doing this show, that's my undercard. Now we step up to part 2 of the press conference and we look to my right and to my left, and we have individual fights that could headline any fight card on any platform, any network, any arena in the US. I think this just shows the depth of this card. And on one crazy week in New York a couple of months ago, when all the promoters from around the world come together to deliver this country the greatest fight card they've ever seen, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh probably added 2 or 3 fights too many. Then he went and added Eminem as well. That's another story to come later. But when I look to my right, look at these matchups. For me, Jarrell Anderson against Martin McCauley is one of the best heavyweight matchups of the year. This young man to my right may be the future of the heavyweight division. Certainly is in this country. Martin McCauley is underrated, somewhat unknown in some parts, but he's a legitimate top 15, probably top 10 heavyweight. For me, that is a classic matchup of young prospect against serious heavyweight contender. That is a great fight. Andy Ruiz, so good to see him back. Such an asset to the heavyweight division. Broke our hearts on that horrible night for us at Madison Square Garden on June the 1st, 2019. Of course, we went back to rematch in Riyadh, which was a big moment for boxing in the Middle East and Saudi Arabia. And of course, Jarrell BigBaby Miller, a guy that's been through it all, ups and downs, and make no mistake, he must win this fight on Saturday. That is a classic heavyweight matchup between 2 big men that need to win desperately on Saturday. And this fight, made by PBC and Louis de Cubas, what a fight. 2 great Mexican fighters. Of course, the man to my right, Pitbull Cruz, you hear the reaction everywhere he goes. Today, last night at Santa Monica, this is one of the biggest stars now of Mexican and American boxing. Sean Gibbons and all the team in the house as well. One of the most exciting fighters on the planet. I'll tell you what, this is a banana skin with Jose Valenzuela. What a great fighter, skillful, and of course now trained by Robert Garcia, one of the best trainers in the world, with Bam and our team down there. This is a classic Mexican matchup on what is, in my opinion, the greatest fight card this country has ever seen. These 3 fights will set the BMO Stadium on fire on Saturday night. Do not miss it. What a night.
Yeah, well said. I think you look at the fighters on stage now, and I mean, any of these could have headlined this card, and this is just still the undercard. Obviously, we have Terence Crawford and Israel Madrimov to come to the stage, so it is an absolutely incredible fight card. Spencer, you've put on and helped put on some incredible heavyweight fight cards throughout Riyadh season. When you look at the heavyweights that are on stage now, it almost is just incredible to see what level we're going here with Riyadh season. I mean, Jarrell Anderson versus Martin McCauley is my pick for fight of the night, and then you've got Andy Ruiz Jr., former unified heavyweight champion, versus this man, BigBaby Miller. It's incredible, isn't it?
I just think it's the pinnacle of boxing, really. It's great to be in LA with such talent. And let me tell you something. Every Riyadh card we do, there's an upset, and there's always a big upset. And I'm looking at these fights, thinking it's very, very 50-50. You know, Andy Ruiz is coming back. You know, we love him. He's fantastic. Let's see. He's been out for 2 years. I think he's probably going to be as good as he ever was. I also think that Jarrell Anderson is the future of boxing, heavyweight boxing, and that's not just from me. That's from a few people I've spoken to. But of course, he's got to get past Martin McCauley, who's sitting next to me. And if anybody knows anything about Martin McCauley, this is a 6'6" smashing machine. He can fight against anybody. I've seen him spar the best of the best of the best. So, you know, there's going to be an upset somewhere on this card on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say the heavyweight fights probably don't go the distance. Let's hear from the fighters. I want to start with Jarrell Anderson. Jarrell, there's a lot of pressure on you just because everyone says he heard Eddie Hearn and His Excellency has said it as well. Spencer Brown has said it. You're the future of the heavyweight division in this country. Do you enjoy that pressure? Do you feel that extra pressure? I love it, a man of very few words. What about the moment for you, Jarrell? Obviously, the Riyadh season, you've asked for a big event, you've asked to be part of a big event. You are now a part of this one. You're one of the main faces here as well. How exciting is it to be a part of Riyadh season?
I'm extremely honored and blessed to be here. Just, basking in the moment. It's an amazing car, amazing place to be, amazing place to be. I just know I'm going to show why I'm here and why they all say I'm the future.
Martin Bakole was put to you and your team. You accepted. Was there a reason? I mean, you could have had the pick of any other heavyweights. You said, yes, let's do this one. Martin Bakole, why?
They offered. I told him I'd fight anybody who he was offering. He told me top 18. I told him yes. It didn't matter who he said. I was going to say yes regardless. So they picked him. He's who I have to go to.
Obviously now you are with Sugar Hill Stewart. Obviously a fantastic trainer. What's it been like? Obviously he's trying to maybe change a few things, maybe get rid of some bad habits. What's it been like with Sugar Hill?
I just want to correct and let y'all know I am still with my head trainer as well. Sugar Hill, he's taking lead on this fight. Here right now, my head coach is at home handling business. But regardless of that, he hasn't changed anything. He's only added to it, and that's what we need with. You know what I mean? So just expect to see a better Jarrell of everything I've done and fixing some things. But we haven't had to change anything. We just improved.
Better Jarrell is a very scary proposition. Martin Bakole, you've been wanting big fights for so long. We've spoken before. You've been one of the, I think, most avoided heavyweights. Yourself and Billy Nelson have struggled to get the big fights. You get a big one now. You're smiling. You wanted this opportunity. Here you are in America. How excited are you, not just to be in America, to be fighting a big name in Jarrell Anderson?
Yeah, first I want to thank Excellency Turk, and I want to thank my promoter boxer here, Big Spence, my team, Billy Nelson. So, like I said, I always want a big fight, and Saturday night I'm going to face the best heavyweight in America. My first debut in America, I'm so excited.
You're both big punchers, you're both guys that stay in the pocket and like to trade. Are you expecting this one to go the distance, or are you expecting to knock out Jarrell Anderson on Saturday?
I don't know if he will take my power. Let's see what he's going to bring on Saturday night.
He can hit as well. Do you think you can take his power?
I can take everyone's power. Big man, machine.
If you do, and I know you won't look past it, but if you do, you've called out some of the big names before. If you get past Jarrell Anderson, who do you want next?
Everyone.
That's going to be a fight, this one. Potentially, I think, fight of the night. We are talking Jarrell Anderson versus Martin Bakole. Don't blink in that one. I don't expect that one to go the distance, as I do not expect this one to go the distance as well. Andy Ruiz, former unified heavyweight champ of the world, has been out in the ring for 2 years, but I think we all know the best Andy Ruiz is one of the best heavyweights in boxing. Andy, it's good to see you, Andy. It's good to see you back as well.
Man, it's an honor to be here, especially from the long 2 years that I haven't been in boxing, but it's truly blessed to be here.
What's it like, Andy? I mean, you went over to Saudi Arabia. You were actually ringside for Jarrell Miller versus Daniel Dubois. You saw what Riyadh season was about. What's it like to be on a Riyadh season card for you?
It's amazing, man, especially from the 2 years off, like I was saying, and for Excellency Turkey giving me this opportunity. And, I just got to show up and show out against Jarrell Miller. He lost over there against, when I went over there to Saudi Arabia. I know he's coming hungry. I know he wants to win, but so do I. I want to win. I'm hungry and I'm motivated. I'm physically ready and prepared, and we're gonna do this, man.
Let's bring in Jarrell BigBaby Miller. Jarrell, you laugh when I say Big Baby Miller. We know there's a couple of big babies here. Jarrell, what's it been like, Jarrell, since that defeat to Daniel Dubois? Obviously, look, I can see you're a lot slimmer. You told me you lost 50 pounds. You know this is do or die, and this is a must-win fight, right?
First, assalamu alaikum. I want to thank Brother Turkey for this opportunity. Gold Star, Papa Spencer Brown, man, for being a man of his word. One thing I tell you about the sport of boxing, there's a lot of fakes, a lot of people that want to rob and steal from us fighters, and we put our life on the line. But what I've seen with this guy over here to my left, Brad Spencer, man, is really been a man of his word and a blessing to sport of boxing as well with Brother Turkey. One thing I can tell you about me is though, I never run from a fight, never have, never will. Man, that fight with Dubois, yes, it was last minute. Wasn't 100%. You know, I was whooping his behind, and the boy just ran out of gas, man. And I never quit. I took my ass whooping like a man, and I said, God, when I get out of this, it's going time for me to turn up and get back to my old self. You know, it's the first time I had a camp in 4.5 years, a camp that's dedicated to myself. You know, I had my coach Sosa with me. I had the whole Philly team, the Dungeon, Bozy, Boots Ennis, you know, Coach Aaron, those guys really just put the pressure on my ass, man. And we just put the work in, and my brother Mike, who was my nutritionist and cook, and we dropped 40 pounds like it was nothing, man. I work hard. Don't get it twisted. When I'm in that gym, I'm busting my ass. So, like I said, the Dubois fighters woke up a demon in me, man. Woke up a demon in me that I haven't seen in myself in a while. And come August 3rd, I'm going to fuck Andy Ruiz up. Mark my word.
I believe you when you say it like that. Look, the concentration is on Andy Ruiz, that's your opponent, but look, the elephant in the room is there has been some back and forth a little bit between you and Jarrell Anderson. Is it because we're saying he's the future of the American heavyweight division? Is it the BigBaby situation? What is the situation?
Nah,
Can we clear it up?
Listen, I'm 9 years older than him. I've been in this game way longer than he has. I fought kickboxing, MMA, I've been all across the world. I've never been afraid to go to someone's backyard. They're offering a fight with me, he turned it down. You know, my thing is with me, as much as I'm calm right now, I'm a real street kid that turned his life around. Like, I've done everything, I've sold everything, and boxing saved my life. But let's get something straight up. I don't run from nobody. You're not gonna go on Instagram and clickbait and text me and type and do a little nonsense. And when you see me in person, you're gonna run like a little. You're not gonna do that. I'm gonna run up on you, I'm gonna talk to you, tell you what I gotta say. Then you're gonna look at me. You're gonna look in my direction. Nobody's want no smoke with me. Believe that, because I ain't running from nobody. But like I said, ain't about it's bigger than BigBaby name. You know what I mean? I don't think he getting past Bacola. Even if he don't get past Bacola, whatever happens, I want his ass next. Because Dubois and them gonna have matchups anyway. So I ain't gonna get Dubois and AJ right now, right away. So, you know, it is what it is. So when whoever get past his card, even if he lose, I still want to spank that ass. You know what I'm trying to say? And you really the crying baby, not the BigBaby. There's only one original BigBaby, that's my ass right in front of you.
It's going to lose.
Before we move on, obviously, look, Jarrell, you're an experienced fighter. Do you have to make sure and be careful that you do concentrate on the task at hand, Andy Ruiz, and not Jarrell Anderson?
No, 100%. Like I said, I'm not even worried about him right now. You asked me a question, I answer your question. We all know we've been in camp training. You know, we focus on Andy Ruiz. You know, listen, man. I mean, that's the reason why I'm not on social media. I haven't been talking much. I've been in the laboratory working. I've been in the gym training. You know, I'm very vocal. I'm very outspoken. But there's no time for that. This time was for me to shut up and go to the gym and put in that work. And clearly you're going to see when it comes August 3rd, I'm having burritos and nachos. And I'm going to put an ass whooping on my boy. Ain't nothing, don't get it twisted, man. Like, ain't nothing but love between me and Andy. Man. There's nothing but love outside of sport of boxing. But when we get in that ring, it's going to be a different switch. And I got to kick his ass. It's plain and simple. Belize in Mexico's going to be in the building come Saturday night.
Very good. I want to give Jared the right to respond to that. Jared, I know your head's down, but you heard what he said there, Jared. Is that a fight eventually that you want down the line?
Tell him when.
Tell him when, he said.
Man, listen, they offered you to fight like 2 months ago. You had
No, they didn't. Stop capping.
Ain't nobody capping nothing, bro. You soft in the baby shit too, bro.
Yeah, as y'all can see, he likes to talk. He's capping.
I back it up. Still back it up.
He ain't got no proof.
But look, let's hope.
That's my son.
Only proof is him getting
That's
stopped.
a copycat. That's a copycat.
Only proof is him getting stopped.
He's smart now. We didn't fight one real heavyweight, Charles Martin, a 7-day notice, almost whooped your ass. Now you got Mark Bacola who been in here and been around in the jungle. We see how you gonna do. We see how you gonna do. Not no over 5-pound cruiserweight you've been fighting on top right, been hyping you up. Fight a real heavyweight. To the real big boys.
30 fucking forward, man.
I think it's fair to say both of them get through their respective fights on Saturday. We might see the battle of the two BigBabies. All right, let's focus now on the WBA World Super Lightweight title. Isaac Cruz, the man to the right, will take on Jose Valenzuela. Let's start with the champion first. Isaac Cruz, it's been an incredible run for you. Obviously, you capped it off with that magnificent performance against Rolando Romero. What does it feel like now you are a world champion?
Entonces has tenido una serie increíble de resultados y victorias, coronándolo con la victoria contra Rolly. Entonces, ¿cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo has sido siendo campeón mundial en tu división?
Estamos muy motivados, muy contentos y bueno, venimos a defender exitosamente el campeonato del mundo.
We're very, very happy, we're very determined. We've got a goal in mind, and that is to defend this newly won world title.
What do you make of Jose Valenzuela as a fighter? We saw him last time out against Chris Colbert, I think, put in a fantastic performance. I thought he won the first fight between them as well. What kind of challenge do you expect Jose Valenzuela to bring to you?
¿Qué tipo de reto esperas de Valenzuela? Ha rendido bien en sus dos últimas peleas, igual ganó las dos veces. ¿Qué esperas de él?
Esperamos lo mejor, que venga muy bien preparado para dar una gran pelea y que la gente sea la ganadora.
We're expecting the very best from him, but the main thing is that I'm coming into this really well prepared and I'm intending to come away with the victory.
You have so many fans. It's at Cruz. Everyone loves the way in which you fight. BMO Stadium, I think predominantly will be your fans there. How exciting is it to be fighting co-main event against Jose Valenzuela, Riyadh season, in a stadium which will basically be for you?
¿Cuántas ganas tienes de pelear el sábado? Porque tiene una afición aquí muy importante, gran afición aquí en Los Ángeles de mexicanos. El estadio BMO va a ser increíble, ¿no? ¿Cómo son los pensamientos antes de esto, con todo este apoyo?
Tenemos muchas ganas ya, muchas ansias de subir, bueno, dar un gran espectáculo y defender el título ante un gran peleador y estamos muy contentos de presentarnos nuevamente ante mucha gente mexicana.
No, we can't wait to get started. We can't wait to climb into that ring. We know we're going to have a massive Mexican presence there. It's going to be fantastic to hear so many Mexican fans there. And it's going to put on a great show. It's going to be a great challenge, I know. We're going to put on a show, and it's going to be great.
And that challenge is against Jose Valenzuela. Jose, we spoke in the week. This is it, right? This is the opportunity you wanted. A world title fight. You move up a weight class as well. You look fantastic. 140 pounds. Robert Garcia's obviously got you in fantastic shape. You're ready for this opportunity, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, this is what I've been dreaming for my whole life, and you know, I had a great training camp, and I'm ready to make the most of it.
Do you feel like you've got the style? Have you seen a fighter in the past maybe cause Pitbull problems that you have a similar style to? Do you feel like you've got the style to beat Pitbull?
Yeah, I think I got the height, you know, I got the length, you know, I got the skills, and I sharpened up everything to come prepared.
There's been a narrative going around that if Pitbull wins, it's by knockout. If you win, it's going to be on points. Do you feel like you can stop Pitbull?
I believe so. I believe I have the power to stop Pitbull or anybody, you know. With them 8-ounce gloves, you know, you get hit in the chin, definitely going down.
And final one, what would it mean for you to become world champion, Riyadh season cards? As Eddie said, one of the biggest cards, if not the biggest card we've ever seen in America. You're co-main eventing it. To become world champion, surely dreams are made.
Yeah, it would mean the world to me, you know, all the sacrifice my parents did to get me here, and me paying them back.
Fantastic. Jose Valenzuela, Melissa Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela, co-main event, WBA World Super Lightweight title on the line. The big boys are here as well. We're going to do face-offs, and as we do that, throw it back to the guys in the studio.